Greetings, citizens of Tetris. It is your old pal vandweller back with more classic Tetris Monthly Masters event for August 2025. Thank you, Technorus, for gifting a tier 1 sub to our stupid futures no next box champion Wallbant. And speaking of Wallbant, yeah, Wallbant just plays Tetris all day now. No other activity. That's it. I don't know how he stays in shape, but just it's always Wallbant. In fact, it seems like I've only streamed Wallbant and Chroma somehow for the past week. I don't know. It just seems like those are the only two people I've streamed. But they are playing against each other again. Wallbant versus Chroma in round 1 in the Teal bracket. And then, and then the winner of that will face SV Nestris, former Masters event champ and one of the best players in the United Kingdom. So united, such a kingdom. The winner of this whole thing will eventually feed into a top 16 match against Neko, who has returned to the Masters event. Pretty excited about that whole thing. So Wallbant versus Chroma. SV will take on the winner. This is the last stream of the day here on Monthly Tetris, which is which is good and bad. All right, let's take a look at our rules. Excuse me. The rules are that this is a 32-player single elimination flat bracket tournament based on the 1989 version of Tetris released by Nintendo for the Nintendo Entertainment System on NTSC consoles. Players can play an emulator or console so long as the game mechanics, appearance, and statistics are unmodified. They can use any controller so long as there's no big buttons or turbo functions used, whether electronic or mechanical, biological, turbo only. This is a best of 5, so the first player to 3 wins is the winner of the match. We will be starting all the games on level 18. There will be a level 39 super kill screen implemented, and of course we are playing with an uncapped score, because why would you cap the score? Same piece sets will be used, re-rolled in between each game of every match. And yeah, players don't receive any in-game advice, so anybody in your headphones or in the room telling you how you should play or about your opponent's board or anything like that. One mind per game, that is it. Do not pause unless the commentator tells you, particularly when you experience tech issues. If you have an internet slowdown or OBS starts wigging out or your computer starts grinding, whatever, just keep playing, assume your game will count, and await further instructions and follow the instructions that I give you. But do not pause and ask for, hey, this isn't gonna count, right? Like, there is no let me just pause a second here, and yeah, I just want to check here. This is not gonna pause. It's not gonna count, right? I'm gonna pause. Okay. All right. Thanks, Vandy. Anyway, don't do that. Just keep playing. Okay. Those are the rules. Oh, the winner. Does the winner get anything? No, sadly, nothing this month, but no. They do. They get a share in a prize pool, which stands right now at $254.00. We have a $2,000 monthly incentive that we try to get to so that we can pay our top 8. Right now, we'd be paying our top 4, but if we get to 2,000, yes, we will pay our top 8. And that's very nice because it means, someone says, I don't know, should I play this month? I don't know. All right, well, I win a couple matches and I can get a prize, right? So then it incents them to play. And we want to see people playing Tetris because otherwise, why are we here? So our prize pools are 100% funded by you, the fans. So there's no sponsors, there's no endowment from wherever. That's it. There's just you guys, the viewers, and this thing gets as big for as long as you want it to. And yeah, use the Matcherino command while you're watching live on Twitch or on YouTube to bring up the links. The one that says ME or Masters, that is the correct one. Click on that to be taken to the landing page for this tournament with our prize pool partner, Matcherino. Top right-hand corner is where you log in. It says log in. You click on that, and guess what? You can log in with your existing Twitch or YouTube account. No need to make a separate Matcherino account. Once you're logged in, the right side of the screen has an orange button that says contribute. So guess what that button does? Yeah, it allows you to contribute. So thank you to everybody who has contributed so far. We'd love to reach our goal. We've got our top 8. Our top 16, like pretty much, like halfway filled out, and we're only up to 254. So getting a little concerning, but I believe in you all. What's up, Chen? Okay, so that is how to support the players. To support the channel, you got a lot of different options. If you're on YouTube, you've got super chats and super stickers and super thanks and other super things. You've got channel memberships. You can gift a channel membership. You can gift multiple channel memberships. Did you know that? Wow. And yeah, on Twitch. Oh, that's a thing. If you've got bits, you can give us bits. If you want to sub, you can sub to the channel. You can gift a subscription. You can gift multiple memberships what is it called? Subscriptions? Yeah, subscriptions on Twitch. So you can do that. So do all those things. Do every one of those things every single stream. Really, it's the important thing to do. One other thing you can do is go to patreon.com/monthly Tetris, where you can make an ongoing pledge of support to keep this channel going, just like the people on the screen have done. Got a couple of names to add in the last couple days. We will get those added as soon as I can. But thank you to everybody who's contributing to this channel to make sure that we can continue to bring you all the things that we bring you, like Tap Masters and Stupid Tetris Monthly and the Masters event and Das Masters and all the other things. Okay? Thank you. Big thank you goes to Scott Gray, Jay in the Window, K9 Watching Tetris, Tack Nyrus, Corporal 381, Shall Be Satisfied, Troy Dan, Kim M, Rogue Potato, Cat Kit, Mila, and Jason. So thank you very much for your support. Okay, we're going to go over to the thing and look at the people doing the thing. There they are. Look at them. I got through that very quickly. Too quickly, actually. What did I miss? Did I miss something? Oh, probably going over where we are at in the tournament. But yeah, let's just one look at where we're at in the tournament. Sunny is into the top 16. We'll take on Pixelandy. Guafi is in to take on Meme. All these are bangers as far as matches go. Dangler versus Dog. Tristop versus Blue Scooty. Cobra versus Knight. So right now we're going to find out who takes on Neko. And after that, it's going to be 2 brackets to go. So pretty excited for all that. All right, players. Well, I am going to put some pieces in the chat. If you need to take another minute, you can take those minutes. It's okay. It's fine. Take a minute. Wallbant's got a 1.1 going on 30. Chroma tapping it up on the keyboard. Chroma, when are you going to take up keyboard rolling, dog? You got a keyboard. Seem to have a good grasp of the Tetris. When are you going to do that keyboard rolling? You'll start once you get to tap 1.3. Sounds good. All right. Get it. All right, the pieces are on their way. BF B550. Bravo Foxtrot B550. Again, you can take a moment if you need it. What happened to Akatu? It's tragic. Arrested. No, I don't know. Akatu hasn't been around. People not everybody can spend all day of every year playing Tetris, and people duck in for a couple months, duck out for a couple months. Oh, I got a few months where I can play. I'll play. Oh, I'm not feeling it. I won't. That's good. Yep. Chroma's got the scoop. Dirtblock says, is right player a keyboard roller? Yes. No, not a keyboard roller, a keyboard tapper. I'm trying to get them to start rolling on keyboard, but a keyboard tapper. So you can see the whole thing right there. Kill screen ×2. Oh my god. All right, well, it is time. The pieces are here. BF-B550. Nobody's pinning them, but I guess I'll do it. I will do it. I'm just gonna do everything from now on. It's enough. I'm gonna just get better. I'm gonna find the automatic seed pinning script in the Chrome web store. It is a lot of B's and 5s. You're right. BFB 550. Thank you, Raybert. All right. Looks like both players are ready. Finally. BFB 550. CTM Masters event, the Teal bracket for August 2025. Round 1, Wallbant versus Chroma in 3-2-1 Tetris. On the left side of your screen is a certified stupid champion, Wallbant. Just like, and I mean just like in the last hour, won Stupid Tetris Monthly no next box future circuit against Rory in the finals. So Wallbant, I'm sure, very proud to have this title on his Tetris resume. It's kind of a big deal. Anyway, so that is Wallbant. But here in Masters, Wallbant qualified in seed number 23 with a 1.23 million. That was the average of his best 2 games played in 1 hour. He's got a PB of 1.69. So that is a rollover. So one of the rollover people. And that is a top 60 score. Can you believe there's like 60 people who've gotten a rollover? It's kind of insane. Wallbant is ranked number 24 in the most recent Open Premier poll. So the Premier poll is a survey of Tetris journalists, broadcasters, organizers, and the like. And they send back a ballot of their best Tetris players. It's all compiled, and every single month a new ranking comes out, and Wallbant was number 24 on the open list. I think this is Wallbant's, maybe 15th Classic Tetris Monthly Masters event. He's finished as high as the top 8, did that in February of 2023. So would love to get back to that top 8 again and have a shot at the semifinals. 3 times in Mega Masters, including this year, a 3-time future circuit winner, non-stupid variety, 1-time hopeful circuit winner, 3 times in CTWC gold, and has played in various regionals like all over the place, including the Boston regional, Montreal, whatever. Was Wallbant at Columbus? I think Wallbant was at Columbus. I didn't really watch any of that, but I think he was. Wallbant also played some online tournaments like Classic Tetris level 12 and has high finishes in that. A couple of second places and a top 4 in all those CT12. So Wallbant, truly the master of level 12 and of playing without an Xbox. And on the right side, it's Chroma. All right, 322 for... No, I'm just kidding. All right, but 322 for Wallbant, 221 for Chroma. Chroma qualified in with a 1.18 million. A hyper tapper on a keyboard has a 1.26 million PB, and I think I've gotten Chroma to commit to trying keyboard rolling once he gets that tap 1.3. But right now he's got the 1.26. He made his Masters event debut in June of this year. So this is Chroma's second Masters event. He also played in Mega Masters in 2024. Also played 4 times in DAS Masters, finishing as high as the top 8, which he did in March. He's won a community tournament back in December of 23. A couple appearances in Challenger circuits as well. And way back when, played in, I think it was an online tournament that was focused on Korea, Classic Tetris Korea in 2021. And I don't remember how he did, but I feel like he was in it. So players have bona fides in Tetris going way back. 444 for Wallbant, 328 for Chroma. Here's a Tetris Chroma, and Wallbant in a little bit of a dig, but you know, that looks fatal on the left side if you're a DAS player like I am. If you're a roller, it's just like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna casually put a piece over there and it's fine. Tim says, SV not played yet, I'm guessing. Right, because it's round 1. And SV will not play until round 2. And since 1 comes before 2, therefore, SV is not played yet. We're doing some logic puzzles. 465 for Wallbant, 430 for Chroma. Okay, Tetris Chroma, 431. Wallbant is the first one into level 19. That speed is increased by 50%. He's got a 538. Chroma is in at 500,000. So almost a, I don't know, a 1 2/3 Tetris lead for Wallbant upon entry into 19. We'll get 100 lines of this speed, 10 levels. And then level 29 will hit at 230 lines. The speed will double again. And we'll see how these players can do. Tetris Wallbant, 642, 578 for Chroma. Mark Triss says, if you're watching brain rot, then 2 comes before 1, and you blame it on the alphabet. I see. Well, I guess that's why I'm not watching brain rot. Adam Kenobi says, ya boy Adam is back again. Wow, thank God. We were quite worried, but Adam, ya boy, is in fact back. So, phew. 717 for Wallbant, 695 for Chroma. Nice crispity capture for Chroma, of course, playing on emulator. But Wallbant with a great capture, playing, you know, on regular, you know, on analog hardware. So Wallbant's got a great capture. 818 for Wallbant, 824 for Chroma. So they're 1 line apart, 7,000 points apart, really close. Tetris Wallbant. Now we're 30 lines away from level 29. That speed is going to double. All right, there's a dirty triple for Wallbant. And Chroma not quite ready here. Gets a long bar over to the right side, but oh no, Wallbant scrambling. Nice couple of L pieces to help bring this down. Oh, Wallbant gonna get that J piece to the left, and he really just wants the board low enough where he can do something on 29, and that is gonna be a top out for Chroma. The chase down target is 905 for Wallbant. He gets a long bar down for a Tetris just in time for 29. So Chroma not very unlucky there that Wallbant got out exactly when he did, opened up exactly when he did that Tetris well, and got that Tetris. That was the clincher for Wallbant in game number 1. So Wallbant, you did great to get through, because that is what earned you the game. Wallbant up 1-0 now. Okay, the new pieces are in chat. B38A F9. B38A F9. There's one B and one 8 in there. B38A F9. Okay, game number 2 set to get underway. Wallbant up 1-0 versus Chroma, the Canadian and the Korean. Okay, Tetris Wallbant to get us underway. What time did I stream Chroma today? It was like, was it you? 5 a.m.? Is that what it was? Or was it yesterday? The days are running together now. Yeah, it was like 5 a.m. Texas time. I went back to sleep, and then I woke up late. This is a throw off my sleep schedule, but I'll be all right. I'll make it through. I know you guys are very concerned. All right, just gonna refresh one of our streams here and make sure that we are good. Wallbant 117. Chroma 69,000 through 13. And we'll see. I think we're just repeating. Yeah, so we're going to go ahead and keep playing. We'll give Wallbant a good, 10, 15 more lines, something like that. We'll keep refreshing and see if this comes back. So we'll set a target here at 55 lines. We'll see if it comes back. There's a Tetris for Wallbant 197. Just piling bars on that left. So it seems to be a trend lately among some of the players I've streamed. All right, and it does not appear to be coming back. So we're going to go ahead and top this out. Wallbant officially top out. And then we'll try to get Chroma. Or you can play it out, but it will not count. If you want to keep playing, you can, but it will not count. So, sorry, Wallbant. Doesn't tucking pieces all the way to left cause the stack to become more difficult because you have less columns to work with? Yeah, I mean, that does require that you then, maintain your columns 2 and 3 as you would have a columns 1 and 2. So you do have to do that, and yeah, you do have fewer columns to work with, so there's a trade-off of, oh, well, I also do not, I'm not going to miss a 5-tap at a critical time, right? So there are trade-offs with everything. That is right. All right, we're going to try to find Chroma. I mean, don't take stacking advice from me. You ask the real players who know how to play. Sorry, someone had to plug off internet because they weren't getting it in expense for mine. Okay. So what do we do? We're back. All right. Let me refresh both of these individuals. All right, so are you good? You're good? You're good. All right, I think we're back. I think. I mean, I can play for you. Do I'm going to play for you? I will totally play for you. Yeah, what's the status? Are you going to be able to play or not? We're good for now? Okay. Sounds good. It's fine by me, so don't be annoyed on my behalf. Okay, looks like both players have signaled ready. And they are both on the same seat, so we're getting them started while we can. Game number 2, Wallbant and Chroma, for real, no cap. On God, we are really starting. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. There it is. Tetris is being played in Canada, Korea, United States, all over the world. Oh, rip. Yeah. Okay. So Wallbant did play in the Columbus Regional, and it got paired up in the round of 16 with Eyeball, another top Canadian player. And Fortisim was also kind of in line. So they really bundled all the Canadians together. I think it's a conspiracy, honestly. They put them all like in the same side. I guess Ella was on the other side. A little bit of a conspiracy, though, against the Canadians. It's not right. Chroma 138, 142 for Wallbant. Tetris Chroma, there's a tuck on the right side. Is Chroma a keyboard roller or a hyper tapper? A keyboard hyper tapper. There are not a lot of keyboard rollers out there. Ooh, Wallbant's middle of the board. That's going to create some holes, but he's got a Tetris buried under there. He's going to get that. Now get to work cleaning out these holes. 242 for Wallbant, 253 now, 276 for Chroma. Yeah, who else is a keyboard roller besides Akatu? All right, Tetris Chroma 323. Set up again. Got about a 75,000 point lead over Wallbant right now. Tetris Chroma, Tetris Wallbant. Tetris Wallbant 298. Oh, Chroma blocks the well. Oh, that bar comes like one piece too early. But there's a Tetris Chroma 378, 321 Wallbant. Tetris Wallbant 393, 469 Chroma, one line apart, and about 76,000 points apart. That's three and a half Tetris lead for Chroma when the lines are tied. All right, Tetris Chroma 584, 487 Wallbant, one line apart. So almost 100,000 point lead for Chroma right now. All right, we're into 19. Chroma's got a 636. Wallbant with a 542. But Wallbant with a covered well. Going to uncover here. Level 20. Tetris for both. There's a Tetris. Chroma. Lines tied. An over 100,000 point lead for Chroma when the lines are tied. Yeah, big transition for Chroma. Chroma choosing not to get set up with that long bar in column 9. Instead, takes the burn. 745. Tetris Wallbant 706. Other Tetris Chroma 781 707. Wallbant Tetris 734. So Wallbant cutting into the lead a little bit. Chroma with a couple levels, just kind of burning and trying to get this board back in order. And Wallbant now within a Tetris. Tetris Wallbant 826, 820 for Chroma. So real-time lead for Wallbant. Chroma's going to take it back. Chroma's still a bit more efficient. Lines are tied. Chroma ahead 50,000. It's under 2 Tetrises. Tetris Chroma. So under 40 lines to go until level 29. The speed will double. It gets much harder to play, although it is playable. Now in 2025. Chroma 975, level 26, 934 Wallbant. Max out for Chroma. Stella Fancy says, isn't Sidnev participating anymore? She was going to participate in Tap Masters, but I think there was issues with school, so she's still around. But yeah, people don't always, just not everybody anyway. They don't always participate every single month. It happens. People like Dog who are just there like every single month. That is the exception. People like Miles, those two like play all the time. A49 for Wallbant, B12 for Chroma. This is tough for both. Chroma with a Tetris. What can Wallbant do to bring this down? I have no idea. And those squares are oh no. That is going to be a top out for Wallbant, A52. Chroma is good. And yeah, you have your 100,000 point lead basically is up to the 29 transition. And so Chroma going to tie it up. Wallbant says, I skipped a Tetris. Well, you needed a few more. 1.2 in comp is choked once again. Oh my goodness. My word. You'll get it. FDCF A0. FDCF A0. I mean, Wallbant doesn't want you to get it now, but unless he gets a 1.4. But Wallbant's rooting for you as well. Okay, what was once a best of 5 is now virtually a best of 3. Wallbant and Chroma tied at a game apiece. And that prize pool's been stuck on 254 for a while. If you're watching and you're able to contribute, I know not everybody can, but if you can, 1, 5, 10, whatever you got kicking around. Grandmaster Ubero says the Tetris square is the guest that comes in the middle of the night that you don't want and never invited and plunders your fridge. I don't know. Why would you? Well, if you don't want If you don't want to guess, why would you invite them in your home? Why do you have people in your home you don't want? Don't do it. $10 contribution to the prize pool from Maître Huitien. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Maybe that'll start a wave of contributions to the prize pool. But even if it doesn't, very generous. Thank you, Maître Huitien, for your support, both now and in the past. 115 for Wallbant. He gets Tetris 138, 97,000 Chroma as we get underway in game number 3. Threes Twos is in the chat saying, go Wallbant, woo. $189 Chroma, $254 Wallbant, E and ISSDA Speed Demos Archive, Eandis SDA with the raid party of 8. I don't know how to say your name, but SDA seems like Speed Demos Archive to me. So hopefully you were successfully speedrunning a game. Thank you for the raid. 280 for Chroma, Tetris for Wallbant, 324. The square piece has the magical ability to often show up when you never want it or need it. Yeah, it's an unwelcome guest. That is for sure. Now, I don't know why it's raiding your fridge. I mean, that seems like your issue, Ubero. But I mean, just its mere presence is a problem. Your square piece raiding your fridge sounds like an apt description of Kingsman. Kind of built like a square piece. $417 for Wallbant, $373 for Chroma. I mean, you know, he's definitely raiding your fridge. I mean, of course. All right, Chroma now in the real-time lead, also back by 4 lines. KVA Drat 0 says Classic Tetris after TGM. All right, yes, Classic Tetris indeed. Welcome, KVA Drat O. You are watching the Classic Tetris Monthly Masters event, the premier online Classic Tetris tournament in the NES Tetris competitive scene. We've been around since 2017, and we welcome you to watch it. $479 for Wallbant. There's a Tetris 503, $514 for Chroma. So Wallbant, decent looking board right now as we're 20 lines away from that level 19 speed increase. And yeah, see if Wallbant can use this opportunity to close the gap a bit more. Mino Floof with a $25 contribution to the prize pool. Thank you, Mino Floof. Appreciate that. I'm sure the players do as well. That's going to get us up to $289. Can we get it to 300 plus today? Well, we're $11 away, so someone can come in here with an $11 and do it. So 600K transition for Wallbant. That is a big transition pace at level 19 speed increase. And Chroma with an even bigger one, 656 into 19. 2025 is just the year of the 600K transition. Maybe this is the year. Like, everybody's figured out 18. Finally, after years. Tetris for Chroma 711, Wallbant 700,000. He's going to get a Tetris 726 into level 21. And they are both on 21. The green level, it's a good level. Maybe my second favorite color palette. $835 for Wallbant, $821 Chroma. We need a teal, a nice teal color palette in NES Tetris. You know, level 15 has got like a blue and green, but, or like kind of a, you know, these pastel kind of colors, but we need a nice teal. Tetris Chroma 882, 924, Wallbant. Another Tetris Wallbant. Chroma's got to plug the well. It finally opens up again. Tetris Wallbant 987, Chroma 916. Another one, Chroma 949. So 40 lines roughly to go until level 29. That speed is going to double. All right, Chroma. Oh, that early movement on that square. I don't think it was intentional. A33 for Wallbant. He's got the max out and more after another Tetris on level 27 now. Chroma with a lot of work to do, especially Wallbant coming in here as a roller with 1.69 million PB. Chroma with that 1.26. Chroma's got the max though, and you know he's got 6 lines in hand, so Chroma's gonna have to find a way to be very efficient from here on in, and he knows the assignment. You can see he's not taking the burns. He's trying to build right here, right now. That is what he's got to do, because he knows that he's kind of outmatched potentially in the post-29 phase, and he gave it a shot, and it's not going to work out. But Chroma understood what he had to do, went for it, and if it had worked, oh my God, would have been amazing, but that's pretty rare. So Wallbant, you are good in game number 3. You've gone up 2 games to 1. You keep going, mulling it out. Oh, you gotta miss the T. Oh no, it's all right. Okay, it is game 4 in this best of 5. So Chroma will need to win one to stay in the match and in the tournament. We're going to give these pieces to the players. 5-1 AA1A. You could have gotten back-to-back 1.2s. I mean, one day you're just going to pop off. You're going to get that. You're going to get a 1.35 in comp. It's going to be insane. You're going to be total flow state going. That is a lot of A's. 5-1 AA1A. Okay. Both players good. Game number 4. Chroma needs to win to stay in. Wallbant looking to seal this one right now. 3-2-1 Tetris. The winner of this match will take on SV in round 2. And that will conclude the monthly Tetris activity for today. And you know what I'm going to do afterward? Absolutely nothing. I was up at 5 a.m. and I feel like I've earned the rest of the day nothing. Tetris Wallbant, 72,000. 47,000 Chroma gets a Tetris. Or we are underway now. Game number 4. Some big paces being put up by these players. Multiple 600K transitions. Good adjust there for Chroma. Make room for that square. Could use another square. Oh, another adjust for Chroma. Look at that. Oh, I'm not going to be bored. I mean, I'll be resting. I will be actively resting like a bum, like a total bum. Proudly. $186 for Chroma, $149 for Wallbant. I'm already kind of half resting. Like, I don't normally do this. Normally, I'm like sat up straight, focused on what I got to do. I got my feet up on the desk. I don't normally do that. So I know I must be ready for a break. My body wants to take a break. I look over and, oh, there's my leg. I didn't even know I was doing it until I looked over. Like, oh, shoot. All right, Tetris Chroma 305, 253 for Wallbant. All right, Chroma right now 336, Wallbant 323. Get a desk drawers. Use drawer to rest feet on in. That way they can't see. What? Oh, Chroma gonna miss that Tetris. Did not rotate the bar, but no problem. No waste of line. Now, if he loses this game by one line, we'll look back to that, but I'm sure it will have nothing to do with the outcome of the match. 432 for Chroma, 415 for Wallbant. All right, long bar goes in this time. Tetris Chroma 456, 440 for Wallbant. All right, good adjust. And Chroma 501. Same Line count, 16,000 point lead, Chroma. It's about 2/3 of a Tetris. More than that. All right, Tetris Wallbant 542, 573 Chroma. We are one Tetris away, or one line clear away from 19. Chroma is in at 597. A near 600K transition. So some pretty healthy transitions in this one from both players. 566 Wallbant. Not too bad either. Speed now increased 50%. Okay, a couple of uninvited guests there for Wallbant with those squares. Oh, and those S's as well. So Wallbant getting some pieces, doing stuff with those pieces though. The long bar gets over. That's going to help. So Wallbant, though, 624, that whole sequence has been costly for Wallbant because Chroma now out to a bigger lead. 815 for Chroma on 23. Same line count, Chroma ahead by about 160,000 points. But things turn very quickly. You know, you start burning for a couple levels, and all of a sudden, you know, you were back by 20,000. Now you're back by 160,000. Tetris Chroma 909, 751 Wallbant. All right, Tetris is over for both. Still about that same lead for Chroma. Tetris for both. But Wallbant clean, Chroma burning right now. Even just a few lines. It's going to help Wallbant cut into that lead a bit. So max out for Chroma on 27, 928 for Wallbant on 28. Same line count, 100,000 point lead. The Wallbant not going to get all of that back before 29, so we'll have to play 29. We'll see what Chroma can do to add points here on 29. And no, that is going to be a top out for Chroma at A76. The target for Wallbant, A77. He's basically a Tetris away now. He can line this out. He has really all the time in the world. The next speed increase happens at level 39. So now he can sort of single and double this out, and all Chroma can do is watch and wait and hope he gets to play game number 5. All right, there it is. Wallbant going to take this one in a Chasedown. Level 32 Chroma. You had some great moments here, some big transitions. But Yeah, that entry into level 29, that is what sunk him. But, you know, a good showing for Chroma, as always. First three back maxes for Chroma in comp. So GG, congratulations, Chroma. Did not know that. Yeah, three maxes in a row in competition. That's very, very good progress. But it is going to be Wallbant moving on. I'm going to go ahead and report this to the centralized Classic Tetris reporting agency. So I don't get fined or worse, killed. And then we'll bring in SV to play the next round. All right, Wallbant, if you need to take a moment, you can take a moment. But you probably want to be done playing as quickly as possible. Okay, so we're going to say goodbye 23, hello 10, and then goodbye 26, goodbye, and hello 23. So we'll fix up all these cams, get it all set. Chroma says, "Welp, I actually need to switch to roll. I maxed out almost every game and still didn't take this to a decider." Well, yeah. Masters in 2025. The max out is not going to be enough. Cole with the raid party of 10. Thank you, Cole. Wallbant just defeated Chroma 3-1, and now we're going to move to this round 2 match, SV versus Wallbant. Let me run ads real quick so we can pay the bills. Okay, player 1 is player 10. Refresh. All right, we're going to turn you around. Look at your pieces. Why not? SV up in the attic. I wish I had an attic to play Tetris in. That would be cool. I still got to watch Tristop's Rolling Guide that recently came out. Yeah, it's a good video. If that's something of interest to you, it's the best one to watch. And watch his other one on adjustments if you haven't already. All right, both players backwards. Vandy, check purple scheduling after this match. What do you mean? What are you saying to me? Purple scheduling. Vandweller, Sodium versus Tugi will be tomorrow at 18 UTC after the match at 17 UTC. Yeah, I mean, if it's on the schedule, I do it. So somebody will have to put it on the schedule. That's what the schedulers are for. I'll keep it in mind, but if it's not on there, there's no guarantee that I'll see it. And we have a flow. I look at the schedule, I do what's on the schedule. All right, let me fix this stencil. I don't know that it's SV's fault, but yeah, it's not. Well, a little it is. Let me fix it a little bit. A little bit. This should clearly be called Roll Masters now. Clearly, Tap and Dash cannot complete it all anymore. I know. It's just the top level competition. That's all. Whatever. Whoever can win, can win. All right, that's good. I mean, yeah, at this point, you got to be able to play 29. And, you know, there are some tappers that can get there and can play a bit. Like 2 of them, maybe. We have yet to see. Have we actually seen Alex? I mean, when's the last time we saw Alex in Tab Masters? I feel like it was a month ago. It was like so long ago. That tournament seems to be taking forever. Don't know why. All right, players, I am going to go ahead and put pieces in the chat so you can finish this warm-up, whatever that means to you, and then the pieces will be in the chat. Wait till we see Alex tap in regular Masters. It's probably not going to happen except for a meme, you know, just to do it on 18 for fun. 5500C7. Those are the pieces, my players. SV, is your phone charged? What's your phone at? Your phone battery. It's on charge. Good. Good to hear. Thank you. Yeah, we had Poopy's, was it Poopy? Yeah, Poopy's laptop just died in the middle because it wasn't plugged in. They were like, oh, I figured I could, you know, it's only one match. Turns out you can move the charger. Holy mackerel, what the heck? All right, the pieces are here. No one's pinned them, but I will do it. Everyone's a mod in here. We need more mods. Trying to watch Space City Regional, says Elijah. Trying to watch it, and then says bye. I don't know what that means. All right, both players are on seed. Both players are ready. It's round 2. SV and Wallbant playing for a spot in the top 16 of the CTM Masters event, August 2025. Teal bracket. Let's get them started in 3, 2, 1 Tetris. Yeah, they've got it's a very talent dense regional. I think it's I think it's rivaling the first Lone Star, which was probably the most talent dense regional. It's just because there's a lot of talent in Texas and people willing to come down. So that's for sure. I had trouble honestly with it was just the Tetris Champs issues were kind of tough to deal with a little bit. But they're making it work. They're making it happen. They're getting through it. It's their first one, so they're trying. Tetris Wallbant 74,000. 60,000 for SV. There was also an issue of there was also an issue, I guess Cobra, his controller crapped out, and of course he didn't bring another controller, so he was like in the semifinals, so that was an issue. But someday there will be controllers that'll be so accurate, either like they just won't degrade in an unpredictable way, like current controllers and the rubber pads and all that, or they'll be totally tunable in the sense of, okay, I want, a 0.6 sensitivity on the B button and a 0.7 sensitivity on the A button and a 0.23 on the left directional. And eventually that will just be a thing that you can do. Now, of course, CTWC won't allow it, but we will. 201 for SV, 197 for Wallbant. So on the left side of your screen, it is SV, who qualified into seed number 10 with a 1.50 million. That was the average of his best 2 games played in a 1-hour qualifying period. SV got a 1-round bye in virtue of his top 16 seeding, so he did not have to play round 1 like Wallbant did. SV is a former CTM Masters event winner. He's got an overall PB of 2.79. According to the list that I look at, I feel like it should be higher, but maybe I'm wrong. I feel like it actually is in reality higher, but that's what I had on the list that I looked at. Anyway, SV did win a CTM Masters event back in January of 2023, where he defeated Sidnev 3-0. He just like this month was the runner-up in the Classic Tetris UK Championship, which is in the UK, and that was the year after he was the winner of that event last year, 2024. He's also had high finishes in CTWC regionals in Austria as well. He's played in our Mega Masters tournament all 4 times we've held it. One of the few people to have played all 4 times. 379 for SV, 432 for Wallbant. He's been in CTWC's gold bracket 3 times, 2023 through 2025, and finished in the top 8 this year. He's never finished below the top 16. And get this, guess who he went out to? Dog playing Tetris, and Alex T. So, you know, those players will, you run into those players a lot. That is unfortunate, but it also shows that you're getting deep runs into these tournaments here. So 434 for SV, 484 for Wallbant. And on the right side of your screen, it is Wallbant, qualified into seed number 23 with a 1.23 million. Wallbant defeated Chroma in round 1 to get here to round 2. Wallbant from Canada has a PB of 1.69 million. Was ranked number 24 in the most recent Premier poll, 541 for Wallbant into 19. SV going to chuck a long bar down there, 492 entry into 19. So yeah, Wallbant rated number 24 in the most recent Premier poll. SV was 14, by the way. And that is a poll of Tetris organizers and journalists and other knowledgeable people. Can't be that knowledgeable because I get a vote, but it is what it is. And yeah, SV was 14 and Wallbant was 24. You can find the full rankings over at premierpoll.com, Premier with an E at the end. 578 for SV, 649 for Wallbant. So Wallbant with a good lead right now. Wallbant has been in the Masters event multiple times, played Mega Masters 3 times, 3-time future circuit winner, hopeful circuit winner as well, 3 times in CTWC's gold bracket. And you've seen Wallbant with good finishes at various regionals like Boston, Montreal, and WPL Columbus. And with great finishes in the Classic Tetris Level 12 tournaments, which are a Level 12 start tournament for the memes. Wallbant was also crowned the Future Circuit Stupid Tetris Monthly No Next Box champion. So Wallbant is really the future of stupid No Next Box, as evidenced by having won that tournament today, just 2 hours ago. 788 for Wallbant, 736 for SV. Who won this year? Who won what this year? Oh, the UK regional. It was Evesy, which is a big step up, I think. So that is a pretty packed regional as well, with a lot of players. I mean, they have a lot of players. So that's a big win for Evesy. 906 for SV, 865 for Wallbant. Tetris SV 975, who's now in the lead after being far behind for much of this game. All right, just a few lines away, and we are getting droughted. Both players, of course, same piece sets, both getting droughted on that 29 entry. SV gets a max A35. Wallbant is clean, gets a long bar over Tetris. Wallbant, 965. So both players going right now. Tetris for SV, A93. 977 Wallbant, level 30. All right, Wallbant has a hole in the stack, so he wisely just burns the whole thing down, and I think that's what you got to do. Like, okay, is my stack pretty, have imperfections? Okay, bring it down. Okay, SV doing just that right now. B16. Wallbant gets the max. Can he stick around for more? That right side's going to be tough. And that left side is tough, and all the sides are tough. And Wallbant going to top out. He gets the max on 32. SV is good in game number 1. All right, SV with the 1.4 on the Mullen. There's another one. He's going for that rollover. It's really just kind of 2 away and change from that rollover. And there's one. And yeah, another Tetris would do it. Where does he find it? Where is he going to find it? I don't know, and he's not going to find it. All right, there you go. Good Mullen. Pieces are in the chat. Players FF5FC8. FF5FC8. What is up, Martz? Martz is here rooting on Canada and Wallbant. Mino Floof, Cute Pup Jesus is here. 3s, 2s. Curie. Did I say Mino Floof? Mino Floof. Aoife is here. Oh, Aoife is the one that said CCTRA. What's up, Aoife? Aoife, of course. Knocked Corian out of silver. 2025. Pass it on. All right, let's see. FF5FC8. Yes, the 8 is an 8, and that is perfect. Both players are ready. Game number 2. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Cole is here. Tetris Ranger. Everybody is here. Over on the YouTube side, hello to Jungle Cook, Elijah, Mr. Burrow, Stella Francie, Marktris, Dirt Block, Adam Kenobi, Blue Chicken Nugget Zero. We welcome everybody. We are getting underway in game number 2. This is a best of 5, so the first player to 3 wins is the winner of the match. Prize pool sits right now at $289. It would be nice to see it get to $300 by the end of the broadcast. $11 away from that. Tetris Wallbant 137. So same lines and same score for SV and Wallbant early on. Tetris SV. There's one Wallbant. I am not, after, I got up 4:40 this morning to stream that 5 a.m. match. I am not looking at another screen. I'm just going to look at books or nature. That's it. All right, little spin there for Wallbant and a Tetris 254. What book am I reading at the moment? Yeah, nothing too important. Nothing notable. I'm actually kind of in between books right now, so I gotta pick one. Tetris Wallbant 281, 306 for SV. Maybe I'll listen to some music. I don't know. It's going to want nothing to do with a screen. Saxon Stories for me at the moment. I don't know what that is. Saxon Stories. Oh, Bernard Cornwell. Got it. 373 for Wallbant 367 SV. They're just, they're like 1,000 points apart, a couple lines apart. Very, very close. Tetris here for SV. Tetris Wallbant. All right, Wallbant, a little delayed burn with that T. Opens it up, Tetris, Wallbant, 474, 477 SV. So they've been pretty close the entire time. All right, Wallbant chops this down, opens up the right, gets Tetris down, 503. Tetris SV 553, 544 Wallbant. And SV is into 19 at 601. Wallbant will be a little bit short of that, but still good. Transition Wallbant 596. All right, a couple of burns. Tetris SV 632. Wallbant back by 7 lines. All right, Wallbant keeps that right side open, builds up. Long bar Tetris, Wallbant 706. So they are just not too far off from one another. As for Wallbant here, that's going to take some burning to do. Okay. So yeah, we're getting droughted a little bit here. Tetris SV. So that drought kind of, well, we'll see here. There's a way in which a drought can kind of be good for you if you're behind a little bit, because that means you're, especially if you're digging, because your opponent can't, you know, just start slamming in Tetrises while you're digging. And I think that's kind of what happened here for Wallbant. And Wallbant was digging, but it was kind of right in the middle of a drought, which isn't like the worst thing. But he hasn't fallen too far behind during that. He's 8 lines back, gets a Tetris 910. And there's another one, 942. So there's like a Tetris back in lines, and you know, when the lines are close, they're 5,000 apart. This is really tough for SV. Oh no. What can SV do here? The answer is nothing. Top out for SV at 982. So Wallbant just needs the Tetris, kind of passes on a burn here. It doesn't even need a Tetris. He just needs one more line clear, actually. And that is it. So Wallbant is good. Double flip, of course. Yeah. Well, that'll do it. SV, is the double flip you? Is it the controller? Is it you plus the controller? What do you think? SV does not tend to be a controller blamer. And I would say, on average, players from the UK do not blame their controllers as much as, well, let's say Americans do. They're like, nah, it's just me, mate. Yep. I'm shite. That's pretty much their attitude. Oh, you do? Oh, you whinge about your controllers? I haven't heard it as much. Maybe you, Tim. All right. 176529, both players good. As soon as they signal ready, we can start. Wallbant, I don't know, maybe adjusting a heater or something. Okay. 1-1 means we got a little mini 2 out of 3 to be played between SV and Wallbant. Henry B12 is here. All right, some early traffic here for SV. Not sure if it was controller related or what. Did I see a remote for a Dyson air purifier from Wallbant, or is it just a coincidence that they look the same? All right, we'll have to find out. I feel like I want to get one of the, I need an air purifier. That sounds like something that I would like. I don't know if I want to pay Dyson prices, though. I'm looking up air purifiers right now instead of commentating this match because I feel so much urgency to get a product like that, and I just never thought of it. 170 for SV, 191 for Wallbant. Why does this seem huge? Okay, Tetris, Wallbant, 245, 218 for SV. Get one built into the AC. I mean, I can't make alterations to the apartment. $273 SV, $291 Wallbant. Tetris Wallbant, $359, $299 SV. There's a Tetris Wallbant, 407, 327 SV. He's going to uncover that right side. Here's a little hole in the left, but that should burn away fairly easily. Okay, there's the S for that. And a Tetris for SV, 375. Wallbant T-Spin gets it. The winner of this match will face Neko later in the month. Tetris SV, there's one Wallbant. So right now, Wallbant, 60,000 points ahead. A little less than 3 Tetrises, 3 lines ahead. And level 19, gonna hit soon. 560 entry for SV into 19. And Wallbant just short of 600. Gets a couple Tetrises after 19 entry. So good paces again for these two players. Tetris SV 659. Tetris Wallbant 760. Wallbant ahead by 6 lines, now 2 lines. I mean, it's really just so very close. Tetris SV. All right, there's one Wallbant 824, level 23. All right, Wallbant set up. SV, I think, takes a triple and a double there, 886. So Wallbant in the lead now, getting a little separation, 70,000 point lead, 4 lines ahead. He's definitely ahead right now. And has a good stack, whereas SV is still kind of in burning mode. Another Tetris Wallbant max out. SV gets one. I think that was a Tetris. I think I kind of missed it. But all right. That definitely was. All right, 948 for SV. Wallbant's board getting up a little high. Now just trying to get whatever he can. Let's see if he can just have a good board and get something on 29, but he's going to transition in pretty high. So A79. So A80 is the target for SV. A80. He's at 994. He Tetrises into 29. It's going to be a Tetris and more, like a little more, but not 2 Tetrises. So Wallbant just sitting, watching, waiting. His fate in SV's hands here in game number 3. Oh, and SV having trouble. Oh, no, and that is going to be a top out. And Wallbant will outlast SV. SV cannot get it together in the post-29 phase. Just never came together. And Wallbant up 2 games to 1. I think Wallbant feels like he got away with one there. But it doesn't matter. That is game 3 for Wallbant. Martz is here. What's up, Martz? Beautiful Martz. Like, if you got, like, you know, Martz is, you know, a wonderful, you know, he's got a wonderful spirit, loves Tetris. But we know Martz is not, you know, one of the top players in the world. He's definitely more on my level than a bunch of other, you know, he's on my level. So what if you took like a bunch of players, like, you know, non-max out players, but players who've been around for a while. Here, let's check seeds, make sure. Oh, wait, that is not right. I hit the wrong button. 3, 2, 1 Tetris. Hit the wrong button. Sorry. But that's fine. You're ready to go. Let's go. Yeah, sometimes when I mean to hit the countdown button, I hit the seed button. But anyway, what if you took, you know, let's say one of the tippity top players in the world, you know, like Alex T, Dog, Dangler, Meme, Miles, that caliber of player. And then you just had endless players like me, like in a row. Like, all right, like Vandy, Martz, you know, those kind of players who've just been around forever. Like, how many matches in a row would it take for, let's say it's Dog, to lose? Like, would he ever lose a match? Let's say, would like after 30 different matches, would he lose just from fatigue, boredom? All right, we need to get Mr. Beast on this. Mr. Beast video, it's going to be, you know, Dog playing Tetris, taking on, you know, regular schlubs playing Tetris. Best of one, just one game. Just endless, you know, challengers, non-max out players that are in the, you know, 600,000 to 900,000 club. You'd think he would lose eventually, just from fatigue? Dog is topped with less than 1 million in CTWC. Yeah, but I mean, like, Martz is not going to get like an 800 in competition against. He's not going to get a 979 in comp versus Dog, right? I guess. You know, I'm putting me and Martz in the same category. It's just, you know, we're okay. Just keep playing until he passes out. My comp PB is, yeah, somewhere in the 700s. DMJ did nearly lose to Martz in one day. Oh, shoot. SV is in a bit of trouble here. Up near the top of the board. Could use a bar. Gets a bar to the right. Okay, this is actually coming down. There's a good T. And this is great survival from SV. What the heck? Could use a bar like right now. But uses another piece, that's fine. And this is coming down. And SV is open. And the bar comes down and the Tetris for SV and the survival is there. And he still got the lead. So that is some survival. And just a cheeky Vitz there for SV as well. And the Tetris goes in. So SV ahead right now, about 88,000 points. Wallbant gets Tetris. But also SV is well ahead in lines now, playing up that high. You get a lot of pieces per minute when they have less distance to drop on the board. Okay, transition for SV 464. A line spin for SV, bring a little more order to this board. Wallbant 445. Tetris for SV. And there's one Wallbant 469. Okay, left well for Wallbant, and he's still on the left well again. There's another left well Tetris Wallbant. He's set up for another one, and he's going to get it. 545 for him, 554 for SV. Eyeball here in chat, another top Canadian player. All right, Wallbant gets a long bar in. That's going to uncover the right side well. Tetris Wallbant. 591, 593 SV. So score-wise, they are pretty darn close. But SV also ahead by 8 to 10 lines. Something like that. Tetris Wallbant, Tetris SV. Just about the same score and a 16-line advantage here for Wallbant. He's back by 16 lines. Oh, that left side for SV, not ideal. So could use a bar. He's going to block just as the bar comes. He's going to have to chop this down bit by bit. And Tetris dirty for Wallbant. He's like, whoa. And there's a Tetris dirty for SV. Another survival session for SV. SV now on 28. 825. Wallbant still on 26. Tetris SV. And there's one Wallbant and another one. So very close in score. SV 12 lines apart. So see what happens. SV now into 29 at about 9:02. Wallbant 9:05 on 28. SV needs to keep putting up points. Tetris Wallbant 9:42. Oh, that S flat on the right by accident. It kind of double flipped. And that is going to be a top out for SV. And Wallbant will be moving on to the round of 16 to take on Neko. I think SV might have had some controller issues there. Not pleasant, not fun. But it's going to go in the books as a 3-1 victory for Wallbant over SV. So GG's to both players. I mean, some great survival from SV for sure. A couple of times where he probably should have been out earlier, but was able to survive just on guile and skill, and did a great job. So it's going to be Wallbant. So we're going to show you our, Wallbant flexing. Oh my God, the Canadian flexing. So Wallbant having a pretty successful day. Won the stupid Tetris Monthly Futures tournament. No next box. And now is advancing to round 3 of the Masters event. Let's go ahead and show you the bracket and see how it's shaping up. All right, refresh. There it is. Yeah, thanks, Jungle. Appreciate that. Mart's with the hey now. Okay, there you go. So this is a very intriguing matchup. Neko versus Wallbant. I'm not sure. Have we seen a Neko versus Wallbant before? I'm not sure. Wallbant, Neko. Yeah, Wallbant versus Neko, I don't think has happened before. So that's going to be very interesting. And yeah, Wallbant getting into that round of 16. When is the last time he was in the top 16? Was it recently? I guess it's fairly recent. No cap November, maybe. So it has been a while since he's been in the top 16. It was no cap. So he's got a chance. Well, we got to get SV a new controller. We got to get him that padless one when it comes out. All right. Well, GG's again, SV. I know it didn't go the way you wanted it to go, but GG played great. And Wallbant, you are moving on. So that is the end of the broadcast day for Classic Tetris Monthly. We've got 2 things for you tomorrow. We've got a noon and a 1 o'clock. Das Masters Teal round 2. It's Torja versus, guess who? Wallbant in Das Masters. He's in Teal in Das Masters also. Going to be taking on Torja at noon U.S. Central Time. That is 17 UTC. Right after that, it's going to be a Masters Purple Part 2. That's actually going to determine the opponent for Cole. And yeah, Sodium versus Tugi. Tugi defeated Broden Damp. And then now, yeah, Sodium versus Tugi. That should be a match. And then, you know, Cole will be... That match won't happen tomorrow, I don't think. But it is going to happen at some point. So that is what we've got for you tomorrow. Just 2 solo matches, noon and 1 o'clock Central Time, 17 and 18 UTC. Thanks to everybody who contributed to this channel while we were going today. Really appreciate that. New follower from Fervor Lacrimoso, Wallbant sub, Cole Bucket, Iandis SDA. Thank you for your raids. I think Wallbant's was from... Was it from Tacnerus? I don't know who it was from. But anyway, thank you very much, supporters. Thank you, patrons. Everybody on this screen, plus a couple more I got to add, including you, Mino Floof. Got to add a couple names to this, but... Oh, no, wait, you are on this. Oh, wait, you are on... But I need to move you up to the pink there. You're moved up a level. That's what it was. So we'll get you on there. So thank you, everybody on this slide. And also thank you to Scott Gray, Jane the Window, K9, Tacky, Corporal, Shelby, Troy Dan, Kim M, Rogue Potato, Cacket, Mila, and Jason. Thank you for your support, keeping this channel going, limping along. Patreon.com/monthly Tetris is where you can make an ongoing pledge of support to support the channel. Prize-wise, we're up to $289. We had contributions from Mino Floof, Maitre Huitien, and Laurie at some point. I don't remember when Laurie's was, but it was at some point. So thank you, Laurie, Maitre Huitien, and Mino Floof for your contributions. We're up to $289. And a little worried because, you know, by the time tomorrow comes... we will have 7 of our 8 top 16ers, and then there's not a lot of streams left after that. So hopefully we'll be able to get there. So thanks, Mino. Appreciate it. All right, everybody, that is enough for today. We will see you tomorrow. Have a great night. I don't know if Space City, I'm sure Space City is still going on, so maybe we'll raid you over there. Space City still happening? Let me just check and make sure that it's still going. Twidge. It is still going. And they have action. Oh, I see Peak and Sharky and Huff and Andy. So that looks like they are deep into this DAS tournament. All right, take care, everybody.